Hello you guys. I already forgot what I was gonna say. I was in hospital, well, A&E, essentially the British version of ER, last weekend. So I usually, with my current schedule, film these videos on the day or a day prior to them going up, which is why they're super chill, super laid back, you know, not overly edited, none of that. And obviously I was in hospital, so I couldn't do that last week. I did post on my socials, if you don't follow me there, that I wasn't going to be posting last week. This is the first time I haven't posted on YouTube literally for like 3 years, I think. So I felt like shit because I love YouTube and I love posting on here. But that's just a little explanation of where I was. And now I'm back and I'm filming this ahead of time just in case. And I've caught up on everything that I needed to with work, so I have a bit of time. But I thought that I would do a cute little cozy video on 10 before the end trend, which is the 10 videos that you would like to read before the end of the year. I know 10 seems like a lot, but if you're new here and you don't know, I have read 171 books this year so far. That was not my goal. My goal was 85, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it was 85, and I've reached 171. I am a fast reader, but I also mood read, which means I get through things a lot quicker because I'm not forcing myself to read anything. I switch between audio, e-book and physical books, so that again I'm constantly able to read. Essentially, if I'm traveling, if I'm busy, if I'm working, I can still be reading essentially. So that's how I did that. So I probably will read more than 10 before the end of the year, but I wanted to do like, the way that I usually do it is because this is really embarrassing. So I have, I'll show you, about 300 books, physical books that I have yet to go through. I don't have any space for this in my room, so this is, I'll show you at the end what it looks like. It doesn't involve any of my ebooks, it doesn't involve any of my audiobooks, so you can imagine that the intake I have to get through / can get through is crazy. And usually recently I've just been doing like a random number generator, and I'll just go through, like, pick which one, because I find it really hard to choose. I just know what I won't be in the mood for. So I've rarely been picking things up out of like, oh, this was like on my TBR for so long, I want to read this, because all of my books are on my TBR. So I haven't had that luxury, which is kind of crazy, for a while. So I started already my 10 before the end. I haven't even posted my 10 before the end on my other socials, like my Instagram or my TikTok or anything, so you guys are the first to see this probably. I've already literally just now finished one of them, and so we've got 9 left. But these are some of them, and then the others I physically cannot take them from this pile because everything will fall apart, so I will just speak about them. But the first one was A Life's Work by Rachel Cusk. I found a Rachel Cusk in a charity shop, which is how I get a lot of my books these days. And it was about motherhood, and I was like, I'm not at this stage yet, obviously, in my life, so like, I can leave it here, blah blah blah. A Life's Work is about motherhood, so a bit silly of me. Also, I don't know why I thought that in the moment, because I literally read MILF this year by Paloma Faith, which is one of my favourite books that I've read this year, and it was incredible. So, but anyway, I've finished this, and I also found another Rachel Cusk, and this one as well, in charity shops, which is crazy because this was great. Did not let me down, thankfully, because Rachel Cusk has been on my to read list for literally like 4 years. And then I bought another Rachel Cusk before I found any of the ones in the charity shop. So this was a big one for me to get to. I wanted to read any of my Rachel Cusks. I just chose this one because it was, I think, the shortest for now, and so I was just like, I want to make sure that her writing is something I fuck with before I buy the rest of her books, because I've already got like half her bibliography. So I loved it. It was great. 4 stars out of 5. I love the way that she writes. I just resonate with it. I knew I would. I think that's why I originally put her on my TBR like years ago. So technically all the other Rachel Cusks are also on my TBR as well, but banged this one out and it was fab. The next one, am I stupid? I'm stupid. I picked the wrong book up. Anyways, oh no, I didn't. I did, but I didn't. Okay, so the next 2 are Collide and Spiral. So Spiral was actually sent to me by Bloomsbury, which is insane. This is the ARC copy, which is, I am like in disbelief. This doesn't come out until January, so I'm really excited to read this. I think you can read these as one-offs, which is why I think I picked this one up first, because I was sent this one, and the other one I was also sent, but a friend got it for me technically, so but I wanted to honor that they sent this to me. I think I was like the first person to get it because they sent like a really special email to me about it, and I spoke about how much I wanted to read this so badly. So this is my next read, unless it goes in an order. I know that the characters in Collide will probably be in this, and these are romances, so it's a HEA, but we be new, so that spoils nothing really for me. So I'm happy to read them in any order. But yes, the next ones will be Collide and Spiral by Balcabra. So excited for these. So excited. I hope they're my next favourites. I really, really do. And then after that, I will be reading Small Rain by Garth Greenwell. This is also the ARC copy, which is just... Honestly, a lot of the art copies are really beautiful, like in comparison to the final pieces. I don't know why, even though they look kind of unfinished. I love them. This was sent to me by Book Break, and I didn't ask for this, didn't even know it existed, but it is out. It was coming out on the 19th of September this year, so they sent this to me literally in like May, and I have so many books that were sent to me from like May that I haven't gotten through, and so I'm like, I wanted to pick some from May, since that's as far as my TBR goes at the moment, and finally get some of those off the list. And I just remember when they sent this to me, I was like, this is a bit of me, like these people know me, this is exactly what I want to read. So this will be after Spiral / Collide, or in between. So those are the first 4. The other copies I don't have on me right now, but if I put that there, the other books that were on my, if I have a look, I think it was Instructions to Heartbreak was one of them. Yeah. So the other books on my TBR, I'm so I just looked at these and I got even more excited, which is crazy. I found in a charity shop a Deborah Levi book signed. You had to be there to see my pure excitement, okay? It was crazy. So again, I've wanted to read Deborah Levi actually for longer than 4 years, because I remember my mum getting a Deborah Levi book, yellow one, I can't remember what it's called, for my nunna, so her sister, for her birthday, and I was like, I love this cover. Like, this cover, I must have been a kid, seriously. I was like, this cover is like so interesting. It was just different back then. Now it's kind of like the regular degular, but yeah, that was crazy at the time, so I was like very excited. Yeah, that one plus the other Rachel Cusk that I want to read is Outline, because I have another one, but it's longer, so I just wanted to kind of bang out some short ones because have you seen how thick these are? How are romances thicker than literature? Crazy. The world we live in. I love it though, I'm not complaining. So those are 6 books. 7th book was Never Was by 𝙃𝙚𝙧𝙗𝙗. I remember someone on Instagram posted this book. It wasn't even a review, it was just a picture of it, and I was like, I need that. I was like, I don't even know what that's about and I need that. I was truly influenced. I'm very, very, very rarely influenced by social media when it comes to books. Like, I don't trust anyone's taste. Nada. None of you. But the moment I saw this and they posted it with Heart of a Dog, and I got both, and I read Heart of a Dog like as soon as it arrived because it's literally this small, and loved it. I was like, I know who to trust. I can't remember who posted that, but then Instructions for Heartbreak. This was also sent to me by Book Break. Just a stunning cover. I love the premise of this. It's very me. So yeah, super excited for that. And then also Green Dot. Green Dot was sent to me by Orion Publishing earlier this year, again in like May, and I really want to get to it. I remember when it was doing the rounds on socials, I didn't ask for this, they just sent it to me. They literally just sent me a box of books they thought I'd like, which is crazy, and I'm so grateful. And this was in there, and so I thought, fab. And then it did the rounds, and I was like, I'm not gonna read it yet, because I hate when books do the rounds and then I read it and I'm let down. So I wanted everything to die down and then I can like get into something kind of like completely biased and like not in my head. So yeah, that's again same as Small Rain. Wanted to knock some May TBR off finally almost a year later, and Green Dot was one of them. I've heard mixed reviews, but I'm excited. I think it's a stunning cover as well. Finally, my most, like, I'm so excited for this one. The Gentleman from Peru by 𝙁𝙗𝙧𝙗𝙗. No one talked to me about this book, okay? I held off getting this book for so long because I was pissed. I was pissed at 𝙁𝙗𝙧𝙗𝙗 for Find Me. I sold that book, that was how pissed I was. If you don't know, if you're new here, I'm the biggest Call Me By Your Name stan you'll ever meet. I have 2 tattoos of Call Me By Your Name quotes. One was written by Timothée Chalamet for me because I've met him 4 times, so it's in his handwriting on my skin for life. I've also met Luca Guadagnino and asked him questions about Call Me By Your Name and everything, and it's my life. That movie, that book is my life. I was also a film grad, so that movie is the reason I became a film student in the first place. So crazy times. Find Me pissed me the fuck off, and I sold it. So I've been on bad terms with 𝙁𝙗𝙧𝙗𝙗 for a little while now, and I've been really excited to read A Gentleman in Peru because I've only actually heard praise for it. Like, most people didn't like Find Me because everyone else had their own ideas of how Elio and Oliver ended up together. So I think it was kind of bound to happen almost. You can't please everyone, but also it was just a shit story. I hated him for it. However, Gentleman in Peru, everyone's been raving about it, so I'm excited, and 𝙁𝙗𝙧𝙗𝙗's writing is beautiful. It's just one of my favorite kind of prose almost, and yeah, I was like picking from my collection, and I was like, oh, what books do I want to read? And I saw that and I was like, if I don't go this year like if I go this year without reading an 𝙁𝙗𝙧𝙗𝙗 book, I feel like this year has been a failure, which is not true. I'm being very dramatic, but it felt completely right. Like I need to read an 𝙁𝙗𝙧𝙗𝙗 book, so that will be one of them as well. I'm also just wanting to read like Christmas books. I've never really seasonal read. I didn't really read any seasonal books for Halloween. I do have a couple kind of witchy books, but I wasn't in the mood for them. But I'm very in a Christmassy mood. Today it snowed in London for so long this morning, which is crazy. It's literally like mid-November when I'm filming this. So yeah, I want to read some Christmassy books, and also it feels completely illegal to read Christmas books or watch Christmas movies if it's not November or December. So it's not happening. Maybe beginning of January is like, okay, you can get away with it. But other than that, no. So I do want to knock some of those out. I probably will read some others, but I have loads of book content for YouTube and Instagram, and then I'll cross post it to TikTok. But I would look out on here and on there for more. In the meantime though, I love you guys so much, and I'm happy to be back, happy to be posting, happy to be filming, happy to be editing. Happy. And I will see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.